questions on that. Actually, directly they won't ask leader what is lab, and all. They will ask indirectly how we will calculate the delta calculations. Means delta, how much difference from yesterday's to today transactions and all. Okay, like that interviewer will ask. But your final application will be on the lead and lab functions. Okay. Next, we discussed about synonyms. Synonym means it's a alias name for the table, mainly used for the security purpose. Okay, we are having two types of synonyms: private synonym and public synonym. Okay, by default, synonym will be private synonym. Okay, means for the its synonym will be actually if you want to use one schema object by another object or in the other database. Okay, that type normally we'll use the synonym. Okay, what does mean here? I am showing the syntax. Yesterday I guess I am not shown this one. Actually this one means this is schema name. Okay, this is our table name, and also we are providing the database. Actually how the databases will be there now, here I will show. Actually this is one schema. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. You are able to see my screen, right? Yeah, this is one schema. System is one schema. Like that we can create one other schemas also. Any n number of schemas we can create. All schemas will be there in one database, that is called, as of now here, Oracle connections. Okay, this is completely one database. If I will open one application, other application. Okay, how it will be I will tell you. Okay, there will be if you want to do any operations on operations means we need different databases. Let's assume I want to do business. Okay, there should be some accounting department, finance department, inventory department, some GL department. Okay, like that we are having different departments. Okay, for all the departments one day separately will maintain the one separate database. Okay, like this. Actually under the data here in SQL developer I can able to show only one database. With this is one database. Under that one database we are having one schema. Under schema we are having this many objects. Okay, table, there are different tables, views, indexes, packages, like that we are having so many objects. Okay, we can if you want to give the particular object, if you want to give the this separate in a particular object to the other user, if you want to give this object to other users or other databases. Okay, that time normally we'll create the one synonym, and we will give the that synonym rights only to the particular user or particular database. Okay, it depends, completely depends on the hierarchy and how we are having the requirement. Okay, synonyms. One more point here is even though if you drop the original object, still synonym will exist. Okay, but it will be invalid, but synonym will exist. This is also one of the interview question. If table is dropped, what about synonym? Okay, synonym will not be dropped, but it will be exist in the database, but it will be in the invalid state. Once you have created again with that object, that time again synonym will work. Okay, this is about synonym. Okay, today we'll start with view. Okay, views means what? Can anybody tell me? We want to show something. Okay, how the table data we are having. Okay, table is containing many columns. Okay, let's assume account table containing 100 columns. That 100 columns we don't want to show to customer. For them required what is that? Just account number, account name, person name, and their address, like that. A few details only enough. If you open any form means either Amazon or something. Okay, you can see only few columns only. that too all the columns are not mandatory. What does mean? Okay, few columns it's mandatory to save our details. With that we can manage that one. Okay, rest of the things will be, it's a completely manageable. Maybe that use will be there or not doesn't matter, but few columns are mandatory that we need to take from the customer. Okay, so internally what does mean is, actually that forms or whatever it may be will be created based on the views. Means view can be created on the one base table or multiple base tables for particular columns. Okay, few columns you are not giving authority to that person. Okay, that columns, if you open any government forms means the for office use only. What does mean? That fields customer has not to fill. Okay, that will taken care by only office. Means that, but along with that application that data also will save. Means in oracle language, how we can say, we are taking the information but we can manage with ourselves. Okay, few columns in DML prospect. In DML means if we are doing insertion, updation, anything means that manageable columns we can say that one. But rest of the columns would be has to fill by customer or that application user. Okay, that whatever columns we are given rights to the application user, that columns, with that columns we can create one view and will give to the particular application developer. Okay, normally in every application directly, very rarely will create the forms and all. Okay, only with the views only application will be developed based on the, on top of that tables they will, they will select few columns and will create the view. This is the background of view actually. In the, this definition wise we can say it's a virtual table. Means physically it doesn't exist, based upon the base table. Okay, based upon few columns in the base tables, or maybe we can allow to insert allow to modify the all the columns. Okay, on the base table, it's a virtual table. It won't store any, it won't store any data physically. Just it is, I will show the syntax so that you can come to know that. Okay, select star from EMP. This is the EMP data. 1 minute. What happened? Yeah, I am having all the details. I don't want to give the their hire date and commission details. Uh, okay, manager details, everything. Just I want to give employee number, e-name, and what is that job. Okay, these columns only I have to show. How I can show? You can create. You can select the columns: EMP number, e-name, and job. Okay, I don't want to show the your manager also. Let's assume you are working under your manager. Okay, manager don't know how much you are getting. Okay, how HR people will do? They will hide your salary details. Maybe that person's salary, okay, employee salary is more than their manager salary. If in that case, what will happen? Manager will means try to reduce his responsibilities and all, right? If that is everywhere it will be there. If other person's salary is more than us means, definitely we will get some, what we can say that word, "Kullu antaru kada Telugulo," atla. That type of things will be happen. So what HR people will do, they will give the employee details, employee number, employee name, job, and few details only they will give. Few details will not add. That commission column who will give, normally manager has to approve that one, but he won't get the rights on salary. How internally how they will manage now, all the times they won't get they won't execute this statement and will give to the manager. Directly what they will do in HR module, how it will be built means, they will create one view. Okay, create or replace view. View name is EMP underscore manager. Means for the manager they are given one view. Okay, as a user is as. Okay, Like that they will create one select statement. Okay, with this result they will give to the manager. Means it is originally it is fetching from the employee table only. Okay, only it is they are fetching the details of employee number, e-name, job, manager and all, but they are not selecting the salary and all. Okay, maybe department number also they will select. Okay, so only these values will give to the their manager superior. Okay, this data can be used by manager to assign the projects and all. Okay, now if you go and check the view how the data will be there, you will get only this columns only. If you want, you can select either view or you can select this statement. All the times you have to write the query normally. But if you are created as a view means this select statement will be stored in the view definition. Okay. You got right. What is view? View means one select stored select statement. No need to write the select statements all the times whenever you want the data. Just you want all the times only these details only. No need all the columns or no need to write the query. Let's assume here only one table. This is we can write multiple times also. Anyway, we need to write the select star from the view. Let's assume there are 100 tables are joining here and join classes are there and columns also more than 1000. What you can do? Simply, if the this select statement, if you want to use multiple times, simply what developer will do? Developer will create one view on top of one select statement. The means what does mean? This is data. Okay, this may be changed whenever if you are doing any DML operations on the EMB table, same will be reflected in the view also. But just for selection purpose, we can create the view, which features wise we can consider we are hiding few columns. Means we are providing security also for this one. We are not showing his salary and all. Means we are providing one level of security here with the views, and also it's no need to write all the times select statements and all. Just simply we can what we can select the view so that we can get the required columns on demand. Okay, this is the story behind view. There are two types of views are there: sample view and complex view. Sample view means this is means I am selecting the data only from the one table. Okay, then it's called a sample view. Okay, complex view means if you are creating the view on multiple tables, then that view called complex view. Okay, you can if you want you can do see here primary number is EMP number and foreign key is department number. If you have these two columns, okay, you can able to do operations. Rest of the columns are not mandatory, right? If you want you can do insertion updation also for this employee manager view. Okay, if you want you can do this one. Insert into employee manager, employee manager values. Let's assume 1 2 3 4 is employee ID, some ABCD is some name. Okay, let's the job is you can say manager and manager number 7839 I can give whether whether it is there or not. 7839 is there, and let's consider we can insert he should be in 30th department. Let's see. System is allowing to insert. Go and check the employee table. Data will be there. Same data will be there here as well. Okay. See 1 2 3 4 is there. Yes. It will allow the insertion, updation, everything. But you should take care of the while creating the view. You should take care of that. This is primary key, right? It is mandatory. It won't allow any null values. You should aware of, and you should include the not null columns in the view definition. Then only our view DML will allow. Otherwise, our view DML will not allow into the database. Let's assume if you ignore this employee number in this statement, let's try to insert whether it will insert or not. Okay, I'm recreating the view. Create or replace means recreating. We can change the earlier we are storing with the EMP number. Now I am changing my definition. Okay, simply I am selecting the employee name and the job manager department number. I am not selecting employee number. Okay, you can recreate. This is there for all the objects, not only for view. Create or replace view, create or replace sequence, create or replace material view. Like that, there are for all the objects are there. Okay, even table also it will allow, but it will recreate that one. If the data is there, normally DBA will restrict that one. Create or replace. For development, it will allow. Okay, this replace operation will controlled by DBA normally. We won't get that rights. Means if somebody already using the table, if you are replacing this, what will happen? Complete data will vanish. So that for restriction, that type of things, they will restrict the this keyword create or replace. Only they will able to alter and all, but they cannot replace or they cannot drop like that. There will be some hierarchical things will be there that I will discuss later. Now just you can remember that create or replace keyword. Okay, I'm changing my definition. I'm trying to insert the record. Okay, instead of 1 2 3 4, I can say PQR. Let's try to insert. What will happen? It will not allow. Okay, cannot insert null values to the this one. Why? Because can why? Go and check the table definition. What is that one? PESCEMP. It is a not null, so we cannot insert the null values to this one. Internally what will happen? It will go and check the original table whether required columns for the particular table are inserting or not. Like that it will check by the even view definition also. It will all the times if you are using the view means directly it will go to the view definition and it will fetch the select statement. Okay, that's it. View means all the times it will recompile and will get the result. Okay, so here for DML operations and all, we need to pass the not null. Means null columns we cannot pass to the EMP number, so it will restrict that one. That's why we cannot able to restrict that one. Okay, here one more thing. If you want, we are not using any constraints, right? Not null and all. If you are you able to create this one, we cannot do that one. So for that restrictions, Oracle provided one class, okay, to check. We can say that is directly we cannot say constraint, but that check we can give that one. Means we can give one control on that one. With the check option, we can give that one. Okay, let's assume if you don't want means you cannot enter more than means particular departments. Let's assume with check option like that we are having one class. Okay, here you should allow only employee number or DPT number. Okay, DPT number in 10 20 30. Okay, means if you are inserting data into the view, okay, it will allow only department number 20, 10 20 30. Other than this one it won't allow any value. That is the with check option. Okay, that we can give one control in the view definition. This will restrict or this will control the our input values to the particular column. Sorry, this is where class. Okay, where department number is only 10 20 30, or you can give any operation like 10 only. If you want, you can, if you can insert only 10th department details. Other you cannot insert other than 10th department. Like that we can give some restrictions. But in the tables, in table side, what is that one? Check constraint is there, right? Same way that constraint we can allow here, but this we cannot say constraint, but we can say this is similar to that check constraint only. Okay, this is the one of the class. You're understanding or not, guys? As of now, I told just what is view, what we can do with view, how we can restrict the DML operations on view. Just 3 points only I have tell. View means it's a stored select statement. We can say by use stored select statement. All, no need to write all the times that query, complete query. Simply you can query with the this particular view. Okay, so that we can provide the security on for few columns. Okay, we can provide the security on few columns. Rest of the yeah, if you want to do DML operations means you need to give the not null columns in the view definition. That is mandatory. Otherwise, we cannot do any DML operation. If you don't want to DML operations, then you can create anything, no problem. Okay, this will allow. But for this one, it's required for to do DML operation. Just EMP number. Okay, let's give this one EMP manager, EMP number. I can give. It's 456. Here I am. Let's try with check option. Okay, I will give 50th department. Let's see whether it will try. It will insert the record or not. No. EMP way. Okay. This is why this error I am getting. Can anybody tell me? EMP number. Okay. This is correct one, right? EMP number only. Okay. Why I got this error? Can anybody guess? Actually, that restriction is there in this one. Number four. Insert into values manager 7839. Data request view is created. Name is same EMP number. Job department number. Passing for QR job manager department number. Yeah, with check option is not allowing. Means where clause is violation is happening. Why? Because we are given the restriction as 10. Let's give the 10. It will allow. Okay, one row is inserted. Go and check the data. You can able to see the data for this 4556. Okay, like that we can do the DML operations on simple view. Okay, one more type is there, complex view. Complex view means if you are build the select statement on multiple tables. Okay, let's create one more view, complex view with the emp underscore dept. Okay, I am selecting the employee details along with the department details also. Okay, emp number, ename, manager, salary. Okay, and department. Okay, department details empe comma EPTD. Okay, we need to pass the condition, right? D dot EMP number equal to D dot DEPT number. This is the key, right? Or not? Key is what? For the employee table and DPT table. Primary join key. Join key is DPT number, right? D dot DPT number equal to D dot DPT number. Okay. This will select the columns. Okay. D dot D name. Next, what is that? D dot location. LOC, right? Yeah, location. Okay. I am creating one view with the my employee details and DBT details both. I don't want to query all the times this complete query. Just I will make this, I will store this select statement in one view definition. All the times I can able to fetch the details with this for this query. Okay, let's see. View is created. Now go and check. You can able to fetch the records. Okay, you are getting the department details also along with the employee details. Okay, so whatever results we are getting with the select statement, simply on top of that we are adding one statement, create or replace or create view as. Okay, which will store the, this statement will store your select statement. Nothing is there in the view. Okay, either complex or simple view. Simple means it will be built on one table. If you are, if it is a complex view, it will be built on multiple tables. That's it. Okay, but we cannot do the DML operations on complex view directly. For few columns we can do. Okay, few columns it can allow. If you are giving the manager department details, here go and check the department details. Here not null column is what? Only department number. If you are giving not null column, it will allow. Okay, let's try that one. Okay, already we have done insert into. Let's try to make department. Update. I forgot syntax. Please don't make it. Set p dot dept number, department number equal to some 60 I will made, where dept number equal to some 30. Let's see what will happen. Unable to get stable set of the rows in the source tables. By seeing this error, maybe we cannot able to get, but actually what will happen now, department number table will be there in the emp and dept. So first it will check the parent table records and child table records wherever we are having the 60. Okay, if you want to update in employee table, you should be update in dept, right? Okay, like that we have to take care all the things. We are having relations also, right, in this one. And also view definition is this one, employee details you are updating only for this one. Okay, what about employee table? Here also having records. Okay, so directly we cannot do update dml operations on the view, complex view. If you want, you can do in this this one particularly. You can create one separate view for the department. There you can do modifications whatever you want. But if you are doing joins and all means, it won't allow for this. If you want to do that such type of operations means, you have to use, instead of triggers, just you can remember that word triggers. Okay, that will be pl sql concept. I will explain once trigger concept is completed. Okay, how we can do the dml operations on the complex view. Okay, that name itself, instead of triggers. Okay, you are clear or not? What is view, what is simple view, what is complex view, what are all the operations we can perform on the view. If you have any doubts, let me know, we'll explain. What is with check option? Hmm? Guys, you have to tell name equal to ABCD, the department number equal to 20, okay, or E name you can write. Is allowing. Why? Because there is no dependency on the TPT table. That's where complex view also updating. But if you are having any dependency, means if you are touching any department details, employee details, employee numbers and all, means there will be some dependencies. This because those are all primary keys and foreign keys, means there will be some relations on those keys. So that we cannot update. If you want to update, means you have to taken care of that parent values updation. After that need to take care of child value updations. Okay, that is the complex view. Okay, there will be some restrictions that you have to taken care. We can do, still we can do with instead of triggers, that we'll discuss after triggers topic in the PLC page. In today's topic, if you have any doubts, let me know. Otherwise, we'll start new topic. Only one, instead of one topic, instead of triggers is left. All the things are completed about view. Let me ask you guys. You have to respond. What is view? Nothing is there in that. Just it is the select stored statement. Instead of writing select statement all the times, you can store in one view definition. Even you can include all the group by columns also. And one more thing, if you have any group by operations, aggregate operations, and distinct operations, okay, that time also you cannot able to insert, you cannot do DML operations. Let me try that one also. Okay, create or replace view, employ, this is one table only, right? Okay, let me create with distinct. Okay, let's remove this check constraint. I'm creating, recreating the view. I will try to insert the records into this one. Employee number 4556 already there. Unique constraint violation. Okay, let it be. Whatever you are getting with the table insertion, na, same errors will get here as well. With just it is hiding the your table definition. Nothing is there with this one. Okay. Distinct maybe group by will not allow. Distinct means we are giving unique number. That's why it is allowing. If there is a distinct means it won't, actually it won't allow. Let's create some group by department operations. Group by department number, and let's create some department number comma count star. Let's, here MP number is mandatory. Let me include that one also. Just it is not meaningful, but just for understanding purpose I'm recreating this one. Must name with column aliases. Okay, count star will not directly will take. You need to mention the alias name for the aggregation values. Okay, employee manager is create. Now we can do one thing. EMP number and department number is there. Now you can create one CMT. Let's try to insert the values. So we can give simply random. This is not, it doesn't make any sense, but it will allow. Virtual column not allowed here. This is virtual column, right? We are taking extra. It is not there in the originally in the EMP table. If you have any aggregations, actually distinct also will not allow. But here already we are including the EMP number, since we are having the as a primary key in the EMP table. So it is we are giving difference number. That's why distinct is allowed previously. Normally it will not allow if you don't have any keys and all. Okay. Even but if you have any virtual columns also, system will not allow to do the DML operations. But you can do the select statement. Okay, this thing you can do, select star from employee manager. That result you can able to get, but you cannot do the DML operations. Okay, combination of employee number and DPT, already we are having this is as a unique key, so definitely all the times we'll get one only. Result doesn't matter, just example I'm telling. Okay, you are clear or not? View.
Yes, sir. For removing view statements, what is the sentence?
Yeah. Okay, let's uh, this one I will change to previous one. Okay, control Z. Let's assume this is the view, same view. Okay, I'm inserting data here, right? Let me delete the value for this one. It will allow. DML means all DML operations. Delete from employee manager where EMP number equal to 3453. So can be deleted. Okay. Now go and check the record in the original table. You won't be there. That what is that 3453 will not be there here. All DML operations it will allow. Just you need to take care of not null values and relationship keys. That is for complex view. That complex view updation we can do. We can do the updation insertion for both the tables, but we need to use triggers. Okay, instead of triggers we have to take it care.
Instead of delete from EMP place, we may use drop view name, right?
Drop will not work. What you are asking? Can you explain one more time?
Instead of delete place, you
Oh,
may use drop view, right?
drop view that will work. Drop this alter everything will be there. Okay, alter will not be there. Drop and create for any object. Okay, that we can do. Okay, drop view for dropping the view. Okay, drop view is EMP manager. Okay, here we cannot, does not exist. Okay, view is dropped. Now go and check the view, that will not be there. What does mean that select statement, stored select statement will not be there in the database. Okay, table or view does not exist. Whenever if the object is not there, normally we'll get table or view does not exist error. It will work as table, but physically it won't store any data. It's stored only select statement in the view definition. Whenever you are querying the data, it will go and execute the select statement only. Okay, there is no caching and all for this view and all. Okay, only just select statement execution will be happening. Are you clear? View.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now next topic, materialized view. Okay, I have not prepared any PPT for this one. Normal views, what I told, it won't store any data. It will store only whatever your logic written behind the view definition. Okay, but materialized view not like that. Materialized view, it will treat as a one table, separate table. Temporarily it will store the data. Okay, not temporarily, it's physically it will store the data in the RAM. Okay, let me explain one more time with the diagram. Wait. You are the user. Okay, sorry. You are the user and you are triggering one command. This is the your system. Here you are having the RAM memory. Okay, here you are having the hard disk. Okay, already I have explained how DML operations will happen. Okay, this is user, right? User command. User command. This is RAM. RAM means, you know, right? What is RAM? Just I'm for example I'm telling RAM means, but actually it is the execution memory, not the original RAM. This is a hard disk. For your understanding purpose, I'm telling. It is the permanent storage. It is the execution memory. I can say context area. This one. Okay. Normally in Oracle word. For understanding purpose, I'm telling RAM and hard disk. Okay. Now user will go and trigger the one command. Okay. Select star from EMP. Okay. Normally what will happen? It will go and fetch the. This is Oracle. If let's assume this one is Oracle permanent storage. This is a hard disk. It will be data will be saved in the hard disk. What it will do? It will go and fetch the trigger. It will fetch the records from the hard disk, and temporarily it will be stored in the RAM, and data will be displayed to the customer. Okay, display or whatever it may be. That will happen when you are triggering the one SQL command in Oracle. Okay, now if you are triggered select statement for the view, select star from view. Okay, this one, what will happen? This is maintaining the Oracle RAM memory, I'm telling here. Okay, this is having metadata. Metadata means what? Data about data means how the what data we are having, view definitions, dictionaries, everything will be there in the metadata. If you are triggering the select star from view, what will happen? It will go and fetch the view definition in the meta from the metadata. Okay, they're actually having statement is definition is select EMP number manager, all the details from the employee table, that it will fetch and it will execute in the database. So it will fetch the records from the hard disk and it will display to the this one. Okay, this is what happened. That once that display is completed, data will be there, and after you running after 2 3 times, the cache, actually it will maintain the cache memory, some temporary memory. Okay, cache and all will later I will explain. That cache memory is complete, that cleared means automatically your result will be cleared from the RAM memory. That is what the scenario. Okay, once I explain the Oracle architecture, then you come to know this one, what is cache, what is and all. But actually just meantime you can remember this thing. Once you fetch the records, once you trigger the select statement for the view, it will go and fetch the view definition from the metadata. That with that definition it will fetch the records from the hard disk and it will display to the user. But in case of materialized view, what will happen? In the place of create or replace view, just you can use some keyword called materialized view. Okay, materialized view. Okay, what will happen? Same definition will be same, but what will happen now? It will go and fetch the records. How view is fetching the data, same way it will fetch, but temporarily it will create the one table, permanent table. Okay, if you are doing any DML operations on the temporary table, Okay, it will do here. Okay, and if you are querying means it will display as it is. For select wise, both are same, view and materialized view. But if you are doing the operations, DML operations, if you are doing normal operations, what will happen? It will go and insert the record here. Directly it will go to the this permanent storage. Here nothing is there first to store the data. For view there is no memory, right? Just only metadata is the memory. But materialized view, what will happen? Here it will create separate memory. Okay, and here as well. If you are doing any DML operations, first it will go and do the DML operations on this layer. Okay, where this RAM memory layer, it will do the DML operations. Once there will be some commands are there, complete refresh, fast refresh, like that. Then once you trigger that commands, that time only will go and save the details in permanent storage. Means what I am saying here is materialized view will maintain the some memory. Okay, it will store some data temporarily or permanently if you want. Okay, all the times you can go and fetch the data from materialized view. What is the use of with this one? Let's assume you are Amazon order table is there. Daily 1 millions of records will get insert in the table. Okay, if you are previous 100 days back data I want, if you go and fetch the records for 100 days record, previous 100 days records means what will happen? It will go and try to fetch the day to day. Okay, one day means each and every record it will go and check your with your customer ID and your date. Okay, 100 days I am telling, right? So it will check both the values and it will check all the 1 million rows. Okay, so to fetch that one, Oracle will take more time. Okay, instead of that, what they will do? They will create the materialized view. So for particular customer, temporarily it will create one table. So whenever you are trigger this one, just you are changing this will be the view definition. Materialized view for particular employee ID, it will create one materialized view, so that data will be saved here and permanent table also. Here and here, in the both the places data will be saved, but this will fetch very fast manner. That is what materialized view. Okay, this complete explanation will do tomorrow. If you are clear as of now, we'll close the call. If you have any doubts, let me know. Materialized view concept will not complete today. Actually, that is a big topic. We need to many things. We need to take care of many things. The few grant operations and all need to take care. Otherwise, we cannot able to create materialized views and all for the other users. So we'll explain tomorrow that one. What is complete refresh? What is fast refresh? How data will be saved? Just I explained brief about that material view. Is today's topic is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shall we start PLC code? Or is required any gap break? I will explain today cursor's topic. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break. After that, we'll connect.